freaking terrible.
But we'll work hard to solve the format.
7 wins.
And I'm sure we'll make it there.
All right, what's up, my friends? Welcome to Bronson Mythic. Trying to draft our account for Bronson Mythic, episode 6, draft 6. Getting into Foundation, starting to get a feel for the format, and definitely a format where removal's a little better than usual, or mana sinks are very important. A little less synergy, a little more top end. Definitely feels like a core set. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Of course, support the content. If you like what I'm doing here, if you like the show and you want it to succeed, support it. Hit the buttons, do the things. Don't be shy. Hit the like button on every video, please. Thanks so much. So, let's draft. Let's do this. Ooh, that's a fun one. Loot. Exuberant Explorer. I like this card. 3 mana for a 1/4. Play an extra land each of your turns, and then 6 mana tap this. Look at the top 6 cards of your library, reveal a creature card mana value plus the number of lands you control, and put it in play. So, another mana sink. We were discussing mana sinks in the last draft. Really, really good mana sink here, obviously. We got Sarah Angel, Mischievous Pup, and honestly, not much else. This is a pretty bad pack. The only cards I'd be happy to first pick in this pack are Sarah Angel and Loot. Luckily, we have Loot, so let's take Loot and keep saying Loot over and over again. Loot, Loot, Loot. And that's it. That's great. Cool. Let's do this. Snare Silk in chat says, watching the first stream. Been playing Magic since 1996. Never thought to find a streamer. Glad Twitch suggested it. Well, I'm happy to have him, my friend. Let's hear it for Snare. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the show. She following everything. Instagram, TikTok, I'm everywhere. Full-time content creator. And pro Magic player. And hi. Hi there. Hello. Welcome. All right. We got a lot of green cards in this pack. We got the Spider. Make a Spider is phenomenal. This card is an absolute banger. These ratings are far too low. One of the best green commons for sure. But we got Needletooth back here also. 4/5 for 5. Morbid End Step for creature die. Put 2 counters on a creature you control. This card's good. I mean, I wonder if a Spider's better with this card. Probably not, but card's great. Things trade, put counters on things. It's a 4/5. It's effectively a 6/7 if the creature died, because you can just pump itself also. But yeah, take the pack here. Passing Immolator, Essence Scatter, Spinner, but pretty good start to our draft. 2 good green cards. Want to go big, want to go green here, and there we go. We're cruising with the Horn Beetle. Excellent, excellent 2-drop. So good in these big green decks. Great 2-drop. It grows, it scales. I think that cards like this, the Horn Beetle, Sailor's another good one also. The cards that scale up as the game goes on, and the cards that are mana sinks as the game goes on, are really, really important in a core set limited format, where the games aren't as fast and go longer. Having that scalability is really important. So, big game here. Also, a bacon in the pie, too. But taking Horn Beetle, sucks to pass out a Spider, but we're also passing Reinforcements, Raider, Sailor, and Bacon in the Pie. All really good cards that are not green. So, cool. All right, and otherwise, no green cards. Just ran out of green cards here. And we got Big Fin Bouncer, pretty gas card, the Mana War. Honestly, with the Loot in our deck, I would love a Tatiova. So, like, blue-green landy stuff could be really, really fun. This is the best card in the back, so I'm pretty cool with this. Bouncer's fun. We could splash it, too. I think being a multi-card green deck is super doable. We've been splashing green decks multiple times so far, so nothing else here is even remotely interesting. So, yeah, let's take the Bouncer and try and open Tatiova, basically. We got an Abrade here. All right, so Abrade's pretty good, too. Good removal spell here in Abrade. Love the original art. And then otherwise, not much else. Blanchman Armor, if you're exactly mono green, this card's great. But we don't know we're going to be that. It's a card I never take early. Also a Rallier. This card really, really impressed me in the last draft. I had to issue a formal apology. I called this card bad in my set review. And I think I was wrong.
Whoopsie.
Because mana sinks are just so important. Wouldn't take it this early, obviously, or like wouldn't be my first white card, but it looked unplayable to me. I think it's actually pretty solid. But yeah, it's just a Abrade. It's not really a close pick here. So take the Abrade. And yeah, okay. We get past a Dwin, Guiltleaf Dean. Pretty good card. 3/4 reach, some elf stuff. Even without the elf stuff, it's still 3/4 reach for 4, which is fine. Bushwhack's also fine, but not great. Gorehorn Riders, okay. Raid Mechanic is a little more deck specific. Honestly, Icewind Elementals wouldn't be bad in a blue-green deck, but I'm going to take the green card here. I think the green card might just be better anyway. And then we know we're green. Are we blue? Are we red? Not sure yet. Just keep taking green cards and figure it out later. You little Big Fin. Haven't cast Big Fin Bouncer yet, but the old Man of War. Raise your hands in chat or leave a comment if you're a fan of Man of War. If you're an old school gamer like me. Ooh. Oh, okay. So a lot of options here. Wardens of a Cycle is pretty good. 3/4, Morbid, draw a card, gain life. Card's great. It's obviously off color of the cards we already have so far, although splashing things in green is great. And then we've got Snare Spinners, also great. Big Snare Spinners, man. We have passed a lot of Snare Spinners, so it was like 3 spinners going around. Yeah, I'll just take the Wardens, I think. This card seems awesome. Spider's great. I love Spider, but this card's kind of a banger, and your goal is to find the lane. I think we'll get Spiders later. So take the Wardens. So now you have a lot of options. We get past the pack with not a lot of good things happening in it. Vampire Soulcaller is not great. You know, can't block is a terrible line of text. The red cards are bad. Blue cards bad. Yeah, just Soulcaller, I guess. If we're going to end up in Ingolgari, perhaps. It's a reasonable place to be. Splashing Bouncer or Braid, also reasonable. And our opening pack comes back with 3 of the red cards still there. And then nothing else, basically. Sure. I mean, the Lagak is like, okay, it's not great, but really low stats. It's unbelievable. Goblin Surprises are not very good in like a green-black deck, I don't think. So, I doubt we're playing any of these cards. Honestly, Rogue's Passage is kind of fine, too. I'll take the Rogue's Passage. Prowler Tables, good in our deck. Also a Seraph and a Goblin Border guy, whatever. This is fine. Prowler's great. So, looking like, man. All right. Man, we know we're green. That's about all we know so far, you know? Light Shell Duo, not so great in our deck. Lunar Insight seems really bad, too, but whatever, I guess. So, green, and then whatever else. Wizard's kind of bad. Blast is playable if you need a rule spell. And Broken Wings. Right, so, we're green. Good thing we opened Sunder, Spinner of Souls. Ridiculous. Ridiculous card. 4/3 reach for 3, which you would just play anyway. And then whenever another non-token creature you control dies, reveal cards top of your library to get a creature. So basically just like nothing ever dies. They have to kill this. That's great for us. It's also Snakeskin Veil, Thespian, Burst Lightning, all good cards. But yeah, just Windmill Slammer on the Spinner of Souls. And the green train continues. And, ooh. All right. So, another Horn Beetle. Horn Beetle's great. But there's a Tatiova. And Tatiova is kind of a ridiculous card. We've been discussing Mana Sinks. And this is like the best one ever. You just play a land and draw a card. Tatiova's busted. There's another Beetle, which is really, really good. There's also a Banshee, which is pretty interesting too. But I think we're Tatiovaing here. Take Tatiova. I think we're going to plan on being blue, green, black, maybe splashing. We're never splashing blue at this point. Chad wants the Beetle, but I think you're wrong. I think Tatiova is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. What's the dog doing? Just laying on the Beastkin Ranger. Yeah, taking Tatiova. Tatiova is ridiculous. And here's a Grappling Kraken. Okay, maybe we're blue-green. That's fair. It's also a Bite Down and a Ranger, which are both fine cards. And Evolving Wilds, but Kraken is also great, and it also plays well with the cards we already have too. So blue-green, I mean, loot is great in blue-green. I know our curve's a little high. We'll figure it out. I'm taking the Kraken. I think that blue-green's a place to be. Bite Down is fine. We're a little light. The problem is we're light on early creature action, which makes Bite Down even worse. So it'll come together. We're literally pick 3, pack 2. We have plenty of time to build our deck. So. And there's an Aetherize, an Elvish Regrower, banger card. Green, pretty open here, and pretty happy about it. Looking for Lana Elves for sure, but this point I would say we're probably not playing black or red, maybe red. We'll see. We'll see. We are being very, very aware of the fact that our curve is high. That's going to be, I think we're be aware of. We're speculating.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
All right, they're just trying to get us here. Genesis Wave and Overrun, two really big cards that aren't really very good in our deck. There's also a Vampire Nighthawk, which is kind of a banger too. We don't need to be base blue. We could splash blue. And Nighthawk is pretty busted. We have two other good black cards. Evolving Wild is like the safest pick. I don't think Wave or Overrun play here. It's a late Nighthawk. Nighthawk is pretty nice. Wild is very good in our deck. All right, I'll take the Wilds. I'll be responsible. With Kraken and Tatiova, the Landfall is really good too. So here's a pack with a Bushwhack, a Highlands. I think Bushwhack's pretty great for us, honestly. Fix that mana early. Figure out our colors. Highlands. There's no guarantee we're even playing red. So sure, take the Bushwhack. We are pretty desperate for some early creatures, although Grove of the Ashes is great too. Sure, it's fine. Oh my god. So many big things. There's Time Stop. Which honestly isn't even that good. It's fine. Indrik's great in our deck. Just a big creature that stabilizes the board. And then not much else. Sure. So, deck's expensive, but I've actually kind of like these like big green idiot decks in our deck. Oh man. Thespian is exactly what we were looking for.
Yeah.
Two drop, fix the mana, do the stuff. Big game. Passing at Balmor, whatever. So yeah, I would say at this point we're splashing Tatiova. I don't even know. It might just splash everything, honestly. All you folks who want to take the Beetle over the Tatiova right now are quaking in your boots. All right, there's your Beetle. Love it. Beetle number 2. Apparently people don't like green in this format. That's what we're learning in this draft. How did that table? I don't know, folks. I don't know. Just, here we are. I love green. I'm when it comes to like limited in general, I'm a green stan. I just like green. I love his multicolor green deck, splash and stuff. Just a big fan. All right, now we're playing this. We'll take the Barons and Apothecary Stomper or Prowler. Don't really need more 6 drops in our deck. So, all right, pack 3. Last pick Highlands might make the deck, honestly. And then we open up a Fiend Artisan. A special guest card. Honestly, not very good in our deck. So, whatever, I guess. But there's also a Sylvan Scavenging. And then another Horn Beetle. I don't think Scavenging's, like, insane in our deck. But it is a very good card. Sure. Maybe we'll table the Beetle again, right? There's also a Shriekmaw. Yeah, not a great back. Fiend Artisan is a fun card. It's not a very good card unless you're doing, like, actual graveyard stuff. So, take Scavenging here. Hopefully tape the Horn Beetle. Unfortunately, not a lot of 4-power 3 drops for our Horn Beetle. Not a lot of 3 drops. I'm sorry, we have a Spinner, I guess, too. I can see taking Beetle over Scavenging here, maybe, but Scavenging's really good, so let's take that. We get Rise of the Dark Realms. 9 mana banger here. Bring back all creatures. If you're desperate for a way to win, I mean, it's honestly not a card that's crazy. I can see playing this card. Right now we're at, 21 playables. I don't know if we're playing all these cards or not. Like we have Warden, Soulcaller, no other. I would say we're probably Teamer, honestly, if I had to guess. Colony, is probably the pick. I don't think Aetherized is particularly good. It's also we have no other instance in our entire deck. Sure. Just take our 2-drop and stay alive here. It's fine. Here's a Micromancer. Not great in our deck. A bunch of green cards. Also a Thornwood Falls. Honestly, there's a Burst Lightning too. Gee, what a pack. All right, so I think at this point, we are just Teamer. We're just blue, green, splash, red-ish. There are obviously a bunch of playables in this back. We might table Micromancer. So maybe we should take the Burst Lightning. We're pretty good on 2s now. I agree with that. Although range is really, really good for the 2-drops also. I think the land's good too, but let's take Burst Lightning. Take Burst Lightning. We get past a Seer Slicer Goblin. Another Evolving Wild, which is great for us. Take the Wilds. Yeah, Wilds is dope. And Prison of the Moon, not so good. Rest of the pack, not so good. Crackling Power, not great. Honestly, the pick, we have like a decent number of 2-drops. Pick could be okay. And although I found pick to be kind of underwhelming, even though it was so good in Kaldheim. Thinking Prison of the Moon's pretty bad. I don't know if we're playing the pick, but we're going to pick the pick and see how it looks. Here's a Beastskin Ranger and Essence Scatter. Essence Scatter is pretty good. We're kind of like splashing blue, though. We're not going to have it early that often, I don't think. Or not even often enough. Whereas Beastskin's pretty good, too. Yeah, this card's Beastskin's fine. Take the Beastskin. Another Affectionate Indrink, which is a good card for our deck. I mean, we're playing big idiots. You know, we definitely want the payoffs for being rampy and big. No Llanowar Elves is pretty sad, honestly. Would have loved the Llanowar Elves draft, but I mean, we're not playing Prowl. We're not playing these cards, so the card's good. And honestly, Aegis Turtle is not bad. It's like maybe let's take the Wolf though. We have double Hornbeetle. All right, let's table our Hornbeetle, please. Wolf blocks big idiots and turns on Hornbeetle. It's fine. And was it Giant Growth? Was the Beetle in this pack or the next pack? It was the next pack. It's funny, we had 2 L's in the last draft, and like we almost like really not need them, but all right, here's Jugs, so we're not playing that. Here's the big green pack. We have enough playables to want the land here. We don't really need any of these cards. The Twins Elite's not great, Giant Growth's bad. We're just okay, it lands much better, so take the land. All right, and all right, cool. So I would say I'm pretty pleased with another kind of like, you know, go big, green, whatever deck, which is fun. And we got, yeah, so we're splashing here. They don't understand that. So take these out. I would say the pick's not great here. So 24 cards. Didn't table the Micromancer, unfortunately. But I mean, we got rule spells. We got 1, 2, 3, we have 4 2-drops, which is not great, but fine. Ambush Wolf, Beastkin. We got Loot, Spinner of Souls. Yeah, we got some good rares here, too. And then our Cackling Prowlers aren't the most inspiring, but realistically, like, whatever, I guess, you know. High card. Last 6 drops, which is fine. Deals with pack. Yeah, they're 4 power. They block fine enough. They have ward too, so like we could just block with them, and they're hard to kill. So the biggest question here is like, I mean, the barrier, like Juggernaut or something like that. Those cards are bad. Whatever. Deck's done. Deck's great. Highlands, Stormwood Falls, double Evolving Wilds, a lot of forests, maybe like 3 islands. This is 11 green. 11 green's a lot. Fixing wise, we have Bushwhack, double Evolving Wilds. I think that we can play less forests. We only have 3 red cards in the entire deck. And we have three red cards and 3 blue cards, right? We also have Grow from the Ashes too. It's kind of cool, yeah. So we'll just play an extra mountain. Try to have our red early. And then we just have like 10-6-6 for our mana base. We have the Growth and the Bushwhack to fix our mana too. So we play in Rogue's Passage in this deck. It seems unnecessary. We have tons of top game. Why not play Firebrand? Why play Firebrand? Remember, folks, don't ask me why not. You tell me why, so we can have a good conversation about it. So, any thoughts on Lunar Insight? Draw a card, breach mana value among permanents? I don't think so. All right, yeah, cool. Deck's pretty sweet. I would say I'm pleased with this deck. So, we got a Teamertron deck here. What do we think, folks? It's prediction time. Time to place your bets. What do you think? 7 wins, yay or nay? You two folks, take a second. Pause the video, scroll the comments, liking the video along the way. And let me know, you're a believer or non-believer for 7 wins here. This deck's gas. I like it a lot. So, let's get going. We're back.
playing a prank on me.
That's a lot of 6-drops. Chat, coming out in me. All right, we're going to mulligan his hand, obviously, because it is 6-drop, 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 2 lands, unfortunately. We can mulligan into... I mean, it's a passable hand. You know, 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, removal spell, find a land. Dump the pack here, I guess. Not great, but try to make it work. Draw land, Indrik, of course. And sure. Alright. Here's Thespian. The extra land part of loot isn't, like, particularly exciting unless you're drawing extra cards. But what Dark tries to do, you know. Here's Burnished Heart from our opponent. Green. Forest, Burnished Heart. Our opponent's also playing some big rampy stuff. We're going to slam the attack here. Would love a block. That's fine, too. Just play loot, play land, say go. Obviously, now we played an extra land this turn. Had no land for next turn, though, so it's like whatever. Okay, bye, Karn. They don't play a land and say go. So they're doing their thing here. They can block and sack, which is fine, I guess. We don't draw land either, so now we're in kind of ugly territory, but let's attack. And we're just going to block sack. Sure, they get 2 lands. I mean, they missed the land drop anyway, so we're both stumbling a bit here, but they have many more cards than us because we mulliganed. They find Swamp. We play the Elf Lord and say go. Obviously, 2 of our 3 red cards in hand. Indrik. They have 6 mana in my 4. Not great. Loot is really good if we draw 2 more lands, but... Need a few things here. Not quite there yet. Here's Beastkin Rager. And... I don't like this. A Felling Blow. That sucks. We draw Cackling Prowler. That's not good either. Alright, well, we're in trouble here. Just like... On the mulligans. Can't cast the spells. Opponent's doing pretty well. Not ideal. Here's a Soul Shackled Zombie. Drain for a bit. Threaten to get in. We got to trade here, I think. We're at 18. Yeah, we'll just trade. Is what it is. Doesn't feel good, but whatever. Take a hit. And Astro Reset, thanks so much. Remember, folks, your first name, my name is Jim. I'm a pro Magic player, full-time content creator. Hi there, hello. Oh, that's not good. And welcome. Hit the follow buttons first time you're watching on YouTube. Take a second, like the video, leave a comment, support the channel. If you're watching on Twitch and don't know what the YouTube channel is, check it out. We draw land 5. It's not a mountain, unfortunately. I mean, we're just going to attack here. Just going to attack and try and trade. It's fine. Elf guy's not very good anyway. We got Indrik. Thespian dies. I don't care either. Not ideal. We're down on cards. We're down on mana. We're down, not down on board, I guess, but that's a really good card. Land? No! If we drew land, Indrik the Harvester would have been so good for us. Oh my god, we're so dead. Alright, it's a pretty good rare here. This says that exile a creature card put into a graveyard this turn, and then make a copy of it. Very, very powerful rare. We had it earlier. And now they can Burnished Heart, Harvester. We draw another uncastable. This is ridiculous.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
We don't want to trade. I guess they would just, like... Trading's fine, I guess. Like, because they're going to sack this and get it back anyway, so whatever. They got Harvester, Burnished Heart going. Adorable. They're going to block. Block, sack, Harvester. The problem is, like, what are they going to do with 14,000 lands? Maybe they were in our draft, and they have the 9 mana return all creatures. I'd respect that, honestly. Pretty cool. So, exile the heart, make a copy, sack that one too. They have infinite mana. They have 12 lands in play. All right, Here's Elvish Regrower. It's also ridiculous. Return the Soul Shackled Zombie. Bring that. Yeah, this is pretty unfortunate for us here. We draw a land and they have nothing in hand. We can kill the Harvest. That'd be great, but please stop. Land. Untap land. Tough game. We draw a land there. We indirect down the Harvester. This can trade with some of these. It might actually have been fine this game, but yeah. All 3 red cards. No red. No lands. Here's a Bushwhack fight to kill the Horn Beetle. Sure. They can get back my Horn Beetle now. Then it'll grow. Yeah, I think we're just dead here. Where should I go to the next game? All right. You got me. GG, I guess. Not a very fun one, but is what it is. But whatever. So let's get into our next game, reminding you that we are brought to you by...
Are you ready to elevate your limited game? Introducing Magic the Gathering Arena Limited Stats by Untapped GG to make every draft count, whether you're a seasoned player or just starting. Our meta tier list shows you the best colors to draft and how popular they are, so you know at a glance what colors to pick. Navigate card ratings to discover the strongest bombers, or dive deeper with our advanced view for detailed breakdowns. Ever wonder what it takes to get 7 wins? Explore trophy decks from other players, study winning drafts, and replicate their successes. Victory is just a click away at mtga.untapped.gg. Your path to Mythic starts here.
It's funny because I had this nice, like, our mana base is great speech planned. Our mana base is great. Like, we have 10 green sources and 6 blue and red sources, not counting our mana fixers also. We have Bushwhack and the mana. So, like, our mana base is great. This is just obviously some bad luck, but whatever, I guess. Sure. You know, like, sure, this is fine, I guess. So we'll keep this. We'll dump the Kraken, and we'll just try and draw some lands if possible. That'd be cool to do this draft. We drew a land, sick. So fire up the Highlands. Like, we have 10 green sources and 6 blue and red sources, not counting Bushwhack and the Rammet Growth. So they have a Ruby. We might just burst lighting this Ruby rather than play the Thespian. Honestly, this card's really, really good. They play a 4-drop next turn. Pretty sick. So yeah, sure, let's kill this. Get out of here.
Get off my plane.
So they go. Looking to Thespian up some lands. They have perfect Niatron. We should draw. Actually, that was an insane draw. That was perfect. So play Thespian. And top card reveals a Gnarly Colony. Gotta ship that. Come on, draw lands here. Play a land, gain a life. Awesome. We have 2 good 4-drops. We have a creature that they're kind of likely to block for our Morbid trigger, which is cool too. And they play a naked Feldar Savior. No, don't even say a word about that. Naked Feldar Savior. They're not gonna block either. Wow, that's surprising. I'm not gonna bounce the Savior, so sure. Naked Feldar Savior is a desperation move. Like, what are we doing over here, friend? You know, land 5. I mean, now if I just like play a big idiot, we just bounce it and the game's pretty over. Whoa, Swiftblade Vindicator, double strike, vigilance, trample. Damn. All right. Well, that stops our Thespian attack, obviously. We could just bounce it. Yeah, whatever. Just bounce it. They could have tricks in their hand. I'm going to block a Giant Growth, something like that. Just bounce this thing. Attack for a bunch. Say go. I guess the Thespian trade is worse now, but I just want to draw lands anyway, so this is fine. Just attack. Attack, gain a life. They'll block the Thespian. They have a, maybe they have the Siege from Slumber here. They have a Bite Down to kill that and gain 2 life. Whatever. Bit of everything here, you know? And no blocks. Sure. Really keeping this Savior alive is kind of an odd play. Here's Vindicator again. And attack. Sure, it's fine, I guess. We draw an Evolving Wilds. Alright. So, we're just going to jam here. If if they have sort of trick to block, it's great for us with the Prowler, so whatever. Attack, gain a life. Sucks you'd love to get the Evolving Wild for the Tatiova, but can't do that, obviously, so. Take some damage, sure. Now we can just play the Prowler or Ambush Wolf. Just gotta play the Prowler. Just block, stay alive. And play Wilds and say go. So no trigger on the Morbid. They have 2 cards in hand. We're 21, so they're going to upgrade the Prowler. Sure. This is all fine. These trades are fine, you know. Better, again, better here than here. Just say go. This is definitely kind of a cheese out win card where, like, you gotta watch out. Just like, you know, just go triangle, triangle, you're dead, you know. So you need to be aware of that. But they're kind of light on resources, so. Do you crack the Wilds? Absolutely. Why would you not crack the Wilds? Here they go. No blocks. Take 2. Here's a Gnarly Colony. Unkicked. So, like, not cracking Wilds for Tatiova makes no sense. Because... Oh, no, I just like... God damn it.
That's it. I'm going to clown
Whatever.
college.
Not cracking makes no sense. Because if you draw a land to cast Tatiova, you'd rather just play Tatiova and then play a land, right? It makes no sense either way. It's annoying, but it is what it is. Alright, so... We are going to... What here? I think we just leave up Ambush Wolf. We're just gonna... I mean, the Wolf can block the Vindicator. That could go wrong for us, obviously. I'll just do that, though. Say go. We'll hold Loot, because Loot's a better late game card anyway. Alright, so they'll attack with the Vindicator. Attack with everything. Alright. I mean, this could be the +2/+2. Is the +2/+2 affinity for cats card the only mass pump card in the set? There's also like the Goblin Surprise card, I guess, right? We'll just block around the +2/+2. So same thing either way. So we'll block I would say here and here. So if they have the trick, we lose a Thespian, we still trade here, which is fine. We take some damage from this, but whatever. So is what it is. Crack this thing, because we have our Surveil coming. We'll get islands. Nothing? Awesome. Fantastic.
Good old rock. Nothing beats that.
Top card is Incinerating Blast. We kind of just want to land. Although killing whatever big thing they play this turn or the Vindicator is kind of appealing too. We're at 18. I just want to land. Bit in this. An Endring would be... I said we don't have a land for that. So, Cavalry, we draw a land. Cool. So we'll just Tatiova land here, and now just get that ball rolling. They can't kill Tatiova in a turn 2, the game's over. We go Sylvan Scavenging. Cool, also. I guess we're not blocking, right? I'm just going to attack. Tatiova and Elf? Nope, it's a Merfolk. So we got Scavenging and Loot next turn. Draw land. Awesome. Draw spell. Fine, too. Here's another 2/2 Gnarly Colony, and there's they go. So their mana base looked bad. They just sort of like had what? Maybe they had like... Oops. They had, yeah, just like cards of all colors, no clear splash. Really important to have a splash color, you know? You can splash 2 colors like we are, but yeah, it's a little rough, so as it is, we'll take it. Yeah, sure, sounds good. Needs a little help, but it's fine. Tatiova, Tatiova. My darling merfolk girl. Draw some cards and gain some life and make me feel like I'm cool. Pro Magic player, folks. Not musician. Blue-white. They play turn 2 Giada Font of Hope. If they have a lot of Angels in this deck, this card's actually unbeatable. So that sucks. We'll just play Beetle, I guess. Play Beetle, we can play Loot plus Wilds next turn. That is gross. Alright, I mean, there obviously only are so many Angels in this set. So, if it's just 2-2 flyer, it's fine. Yeah, our deck is double splashing for unique effects, right? Our red cards are our removal spells, which we don't have in blue-green. And then our blue cards are our top end. Kraken, Tatiova, and the Bouncer's just a good card. You know, so whatever. So we're trying, when you're splashing, you're trying to, you know, mitigate your deck's weaknesses. All right, we draw a mountain. We now might be able to keep the fetch land for Tatiova. It's a little greedy, but so we go land. That's pretty greedy, honestly. We also have we have 2 5-drops in our hand too. We're not going to do that. So let's go land, loot, play a land. Plan on playing the pack next turn. Loot plus Tatiova is pretty ridiculous, which is nice for us. I don't know why I did this pre-combat. That was stupid, but whatever. Sure, it's fine. Just say go. Got the old Lutski. They play line number 4. Lyra Dawnbringer's in the starter set. Aegis Turtle, not an angel. That's great for us. All right. The Turtle's actually, like, not that bad. Card's kind of fine, but in for 2 again. There are leaving some mana up here. It's a lot of mana. Turtle's big dreams. They did not attack last turn? I'm pretty sure we did, right? Alright, so the problem is they have a bunch of mana up now, which is kind of concerning. So, we'll get a, forest is fine. Get a forest. We draw land. So we can go land, Tatiova, land. What counter spells? There's Essence Scatter in this set. This is a spot where, like, alright, your blue-white opponent just played a 1-drop on turn 4. 3 mana up, 3 cards in hand. They aren't really curving out super well. What's going on here, you know, is the big question. We could also just go land, activate, loot. Which is, like, pretty good, too, honestly. Yeah, I kind of like that, honestly. And then maybe attacks. Yeah, we'll just, like, play 2 lands. Obviously, playing lands Tatiova sucks, but we'll just say go. And now you should have loot. Top 6 cards, get a creature, mana value 6 or less. Oh, Indrink is actually a possible hit too. Maybe we'll upkeep this loot. So we're going to upkeep it. Well, I guess pre-combat's a better... Yeah, I should have pre-combated the loot. That was stupid. With Indrink and the Horde Beetle, both as options. They have an Elementalist Adept. All right, so I'm going to loot in response to this. Try and kill this guy, kill this Giada. All right, here we go, folks. Our first loot spin of the day. Top 6 cards. Found the Indrink, so I missed the counter on my guy, whatever. Here's Indrink, kill this. And now we're feeling pretty good about things, so. Say go. And if we just loot every turn for the rest of the game, we probably can't lose. So, yeah. All right. They got a witness now, sure. Got the job done. Played some extra lands, got a big idiot. We draw a non-land. We have a Braid and the Bouncer. Let's go to combat. And honestly, we need disenchants in our deck. Deck check. I don't think so, right? We have... Can you bounce our own creature? It's opponent controls. Who designs these cards? All right, come on. Looks like we have no way. Oh, we have a regrower. There's actually one in the graveyard. All right, so I would say that we should attack. We want to get a Morbid Trigger going here. Horn Beetle. Still have 2 cards in hand. Also, we got a Braid. That sucks. Can't bounce. Well, it's like a good like learning moment too, right? Of like, you know, you learn you can bounce your own creatures for values. Like you learn, oh wow, it's not just their stuff, it's my stuff too. That's cool. All right, I'm gonna attack with everything. Just whatever. No, they'll block the Horn Beetle. Awesome. Block the Indrik. Awesome. If it lives, awesome. This is great. Perfect. So now that dies, we fire up the pack. If they have a counter spell, great. It's not countering Tadiova. And if they don't have a counter spell, the game's probably over. Sure. They had scatter. That's fine. So that was a hedge, right? We kind of thought they had scatter previously. We're not going to do nothing, but we're going to make the play that's like better if they have scatter. Oh my God. All right. No second scatter.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I'm going to be okay. We're going to get through this. Sure. Our hand's still great. Everything's still good here. This is almost... I'm just going to attack both of these. I would trade 2 for 1 on this board. I mean, we're still like... We have 7 lands in play. Our hand is great. Everything's fine, you know. Sure. Block the beetle. Kill these. So now it's like my 4/4 versus their 0/5, and my 2 cards in hand versus their 0, and my 7 mana versus their 5 mana. So... Obviously, if they are, you know, it's good spell, gotta draw land, we might lose here. But all right, so here's a Sky Mage. Card's very bad against multiple cards in our hand. This, get a Forest, and we draw a Grow from the Ashes. I almost like don't want to play this. We can just hold it. Because if we can recur Tatiova or draw the other Landfall card, I guess I could like, you know, thins our deck or whatever. It's like such a thin value, but Sky Mage is okay. If you need a way to win, it does it. I don't know what the stats in the card are. It's obviously a somewhat weak card, but if you're like desperate for a way to win, it can do it. All right. So like, we're gonna kill the Sky Mage. There's no reason to bounce anything yet. Yeah. I'm just gonna attack. See if they block around. They block probably, but yeah, we'll just kick this thing and abrade this, I guess. Whatever. Sure. Obviously, you should block with your 0/5. Like crazy there. Kick this thing. Just get some more Landos. Kill this thing. We are now down from 30% lands in deck to 24% lands in deck. So I guess we did thin our deck. If they do nothing here, he might just cast the Bouncer. We'll see. There he has Lunar Insight for 1. Got that card on our side. We're in play. We draw a land, of course.
Somebody's playing a
Why would
prank
we draw a
on
land?
me.
All right, let's play Bouncer. Bounce the turtle. Attack for 4. Couple clutch counter spells from our opponent. Our hand's still gas. I mean, our deck is still gas at this point, right? Our deck is just like all big idiots. Yeah, Kraken, Indrik, Blast, Regrower. We draw a Bushwhack, and then a bad draw. They just played a land in their hand, too. So, like, really basic Magic 101. Just, like, hold your last land for the most... Once you have a good reason not to. All right, we'll just kill this thing, I think. I think at this point, we'll just, like, try to end this game. So, get a fight going here. Finish off the poor little turtle. The turtle's honestly been fine. Like, 0/5.
Gay. Blouses.
They just, like, really like their turtle. Like, they're just really sad about it. All right. Hand's fine. We have Bushwhack and Evolving Wilds. You can keep this. Rad says, do you like other tabletop games beside Magic? Like card games or like board games, or what do you mean? All right, so Sigo. We get Forest. We get Island. That is good. Wari Thespian. I like Thespian a lot. Just like blocks well, fixes your draw. Like in this spot, we're like on the draw, it hits pretty hard. We can't like ignore it, you know. Board games, not really. All right. We might just kill it. I mean, let's get an island. There's some lands here too, but I'll just play this Sego. Just take 3. Kill their next better creature, maybe. Shit. Oh, I wish I just killed this stupid thespian. Alright, that's annoying, but sure. I'm just gonna kill this now, I guess. I mean, we're gonna play a blocker. It's fine. Oh, not uncastable. Alright, we'll just say... We just play a loot here. Like, if they have a trick, whatever. If they play, like, the Feldar, they have a 4-2 and a 3-4, we're just gonna lose. But we should have just taken our medicine and killed the stupid thing. It was very bad. Alright. Let's just play whatever the best blocker is. Play this guy and just say go. Alright, yeah, we're blocking. So took 3 damage to keep our burst lightning around. They surveil. A lot of viewers today. How you doing, folks? Welcome. How many of y'all are either getting into Magic or getting to Magic for the first time thanks to Foundations? Reveal yourself to me. I'm curious. I want to know. Damn, I didn't draw land. That sucks. Now Burst Light looks awful, too. Oh, I have his first strike attacker. Everything's going wrong this game. All right. Play loot, say go. Please stop playing things. That's a thing. Chili Willy, new at Foundations. Awesome. Everyone welcome Chili Willy. Lou was a better blocker against Thespian. I mean, it's the kind of thing where it's better later. I wasn't desperate yet. Now I am desperate. So, alright. They just have a 4-4 first strike and a flyer. We're just super dead here. Loot Bag, what's up, friend? New player, awesome. That's great. Local store stuff's going well, too. That's great. Super happy about it. Alright, so... I mean, all of our options here are pretty bad. This burst line looks terrible for us. Prowler can't even block this thing. We're probably in for a loot chump block next turn. However awful that sounds. Inspiring Paladin hits. This card goes. We draw a land, we can like burst lightning the Paladin. And then maybe blast the... The thing is, like, if they just play any sort of follow-up here, which is just bad shape. Alright, the old loot chump block. Sorry, dude. Look at those eyes. So sad. Me? Block? The 4-4 first strike? And Sunblessed Healer to her... Oh, my... Yeah, we're screwed. Alright, yeah... This game kind of sucked. We obviously stumbled, but their draw was, like, reasonable enough, and we kind of just, like... I mean, even if we get Burst Light and a 2-drop, I don't think it would matter for this game, honestly. We're just so far behind. Like, what are our outs here? I don't think we have any. Probably not Cackling Prowler, that's for sure. We could Ambush Wolf and Burst Lightning something. If I Burst Lightning now, the Prowler grows. Is that even good? Not really. That's fine, I guess, sure. Alright, let's kill this. We'll kill the healer. Sure, kill this. Get a counter and step. Say go. We have Ambush Wolf up, so like maybe they, you know, punt the attack off. Just think I'm dead. Probably not, though. Down on board, down on mana. Up on cards, I guess. We just can't play them all fast enough. So we miss some land drops here. Opponent is deep in the tank. Let's hope they come out with a YOLO. They're just like, you know, just send it in. Kill the Paladin. And it's 3 toughness. Seems pretty difficult, right? Put the pick on the flyer. That is the most cowardly attack I've ever seen in my entire life. It's probably correct, but...
I bet you weren't expecting that one, God.
Right, sure. And they play a Gnarlid Colony. Sure. Ain't alive. Alright, here's Ambush Wolf. Let's get this guy out of here. We draw... I know what our best draw here is. If we draw land, we blast the flyer, just die to the ground creatures. Yeah, we're just dead. Ay. So... They just put the pick on the Paladin. They draw lands the rest of the game. We draw a land or two and then some stuff maybe, but... Oh my god, alright. Yeah. Actually, they actually have no... This is just a trade, but... It's still lethal, so... Alright, that stinks. Just a tough game, is what it is. Kind of stumbled a little bit. And just happens. Oh man, that was our match for freaking Platinum. There we go. That's more like it. More of this, please. Lands and spells. Island, sure. Tatiova is pretty nice. Ambush Wolf. Come on down, buddy. Sorcery speed, pre-combat Ambush Wolf. You got an Abrade or a Burst Lightning or something like that? Otherwise, my boy's coming in. We should name our beetle. Name him Joe the Beetle. I like Joe. F's in chat for Joe, please. I mean, the good news is they'll probably block, and we get to Morbid. Prideful Parent, sure. All right, so coming in. Why not Abrade the Wolf? Why Abrade the Wolf? Remember, folks, please, if you're new to chat, try to avoid using the phrase, why not do this? And say, I would do this because I think it's correct for these reasons or whatever. It makes it much easier to have a back and forth conversation, you know? All right, so got a 5/4. It's got Ward. Pretty good. Did I say the same thing? Yeah, it's a really, really common thing streamers get all the time. You know, it's just hard to have a good, you know, why not do this? Well, obviously I think it's right, you know, because or I think, you know, what it makes sense to me. What doesn't make sense to you? You know, like what would you do? You know, so all right, so we draw a land. We have Tatiova coming in next turn. I mean, we got a great attack here, right? We should hopefully they block, double block. They're gonna block. They're gonna block. They're gonna block.
Don't do this. Please, don't do this.
Really? No? Okay, fine. And then just gonna jam the old Dwayne. We're gonna try and keep our Tatiova safe. We want to try and draw a land off it if you possibly can. So draw a card off it. So ideally we go Tatiova land immediately, and even if they kill it, we still draw a card. That's just kind of like making sure you get full value out of all your cards. It's very important. What's up, Ferret? Yeah, like, the thing is, the 4/2 is so fragile, and the ceiling on the beetle is so high, that, like, I think killing the beetle there is totally usable. And it's also, that stops damage, too. So, taking less damage, killing the better creature. Here's a Banishing Light. Sure. Goodbye. Elf. Alright, so the no attack is weird, right? So, we drop a land, guess. So, they didn't block last turn. Are they going to block this turn? I mean, I hope so, right? Now we have the ability to also, like, it's a little bit hidden, too. So, draw a land. Red land's great for the Burst Lightning as well. We draw a card. Oh, my God. Oh, next turn, folks. Next turn. Just you wait. Also, this is good, too.
don't do this. Enough is enough.
Boom. Your turn. If I didn't have Dwayne in hand, would I cast Tatiova to use the mana? Yeah, probably. You can't just not spend 5 mana, I think. But, I don't know, it depends. I mean, they haven't played many lands. They obviously have all spells in their hand. So you're not really in a huge rush, but, all right, well, here we go. Do it. Doing it. Done. Draw. Draw Indrink? That's, oh my god, man.
Somebody stop the damn man.
Wowzers! All right. I'll pack it up and go to next game, please. You got a Morbid trigger there? Damn. Here's land 4. That looks good this game. This is our deck. That's what it is, you know? We just got some removal spells, some early creatures, some fixing. Tatiova. Day of Judgment. Why would you say such a thing, all right, chat? Why would you wish that upon me? Joe walks of a deck could run. Let's hear it for Joe, all right? Go, Joe. And here's reinforcements, sure. I guess we'll play around, a Wrath here, so go. This card's not bad. The Prowler. Day of Judgment. Do it. Bring it on. Angel of Finality. Not quite. I think that's it, folks.
Yeah.
And I'll show this off. Look at all our cool rares. Tax them. What cost 1 white? Divine Resilience. Indestructible Angel of Finality. Well, it is final. It is the last angel there's going to be, so we'll take it. Deck smooth as butter, that game. Hell yeah. All right, folks, welcome to Platinum. All right, so Platinum is where things actually start. We have this card? Platinum is where things actually start to matter. So up until Platinum, it's basically impossible to not make Platinum as long as you're playing a lot. Because when you're in gold and silver and bronze, wins count for 2, losses count for 1. So unless you're like, losing more than, 70 or 80% of your games, you'll eventually make it to Platinum. Once you're in Platinum is where things get real. So now we're just playing even money. If I win, I get a notch. If I lose, I get a notch. You can still progress with a sub 50% win rate. Like if you're winning like 48% of your games, eventually your losses will line up where when you rank up a level, you have usually have 1 loss to give before going back down. So if you line up your losses correctly, you can make Mythic by going 48% win rate. But this is where you need to win matches. You cannot be just kind of floundering along and where things get real. So let's do it. Here's a gnarly colony. So we have a colony of our own. I'll get an island to start here, I guess. And then we'll play loot too. Need some lands here, but I guess in theory, yes, if you were to play infinite games, you would still make Mythic with a 1% win rate. Because at some point in the infinity games, you would have a winning streak or whatever. So we're going to Bushwhack for a mountain, sure. Titan Lord, resub, thanks so much. Welcome back. They're not going to play the mountain. They got a little bite here. Sure, this is a great exchange for us. So one of the common things you see at the early levels is your opponents being insanely aggressive with removal spells. Like, that was a Grizzly Bear. So, kind of a weird play. Unfortunately, we have no lands, which I obviously didn't know about, but... What's up, Fruit? Alright, I mean, take 2. Got a lot of work to do here. At 1%, we are at Monkeys Writing Shakespeare territory, agree. Alright, so Goblin Border. So we're like, need to stay alive here, of course. Need to draw some lands, that'd be great. That's not a land. It's been a somewhat frustrating draft. All right. We'll just play the Bearkin and try and block this 4-3. Obviously, if they have, like, you know, kill spell creature, we're just going to lose. But what can we do here? 16 lands and a bushwhack. Clearly not enough. It obviously is enough, but we're just, you know, running on the wrong side of things here. They play Garrick's Uprising and draw a card. It's pretty good. They just say go. That is unbelievably conservative. Okay. Sure. Could have Ambush Wolves to get in front of the 4-3. Why not play a 3-3? Yeah, they definitely could have overruns, but it's a big scare. I feel like we should just attack. I'm not just going to sit here while they draw cards, you know? So, once they play a card like Garrick's Uprising, it just sort of like, all right, I mean, the game goes long, we can't win, so what else are we going to do, you know? Just play the wolf. And now that we draw a land, we hopefully have attack, trade, play, Prowler. Did I not play Wilds on turn 1? Did I just, like, miss my lands? Oh, alright, whatever. Sure, I screwed up then. I don't know. I guess it wasn't... I don't know. Did I do that? I played a 3-drop, right? I don't know. That was a long time ago. Alright, we're gonna block here. I played a 2-drop. Yeah, it's right. Like, oh no. Wardens of a Cycle so good. They draw a card. We don't draw a land again. Come on, man. Why you gotta be like this, you know? Why you gotta play me like this? I'm trying to play a little Magic. Have a little fun. I'm just gonna play Spinner Souls. Attack again. Keep those beats coming. Wardens is pretty hard to beat. They have missed the land drop. It's almost bad for us because, like, we're not really applying much pressure, and they have a bunch of cards and card advantage and stuff too, so. Yeah, so the problem with Spinner is it, like, doesn't protect itself, so they can kill it. You want to try and, like, get the removal out of their hand first, but, like, we should have no options at this current juncture in this game, so. Well, they're playing scared. That's good. They're leaving back the Warden like a coward. That's cool. I like that. They draw another card, too. They're going to gain a life. They're saying they're so comfortable in this game, they'd rather gain 2 than draw a card, lose a life. That is disgusting. All right. Sure. That's mean it is. Pump my guy. Surveil. Ship the 6-drop. Just wherever lands at. Where are they? We got lands in our deck. We got plenty, you know? Block with the Warden. They got a trick. No. Okay. That's... So they're like... incredibly dead set on staying alive. They have made insane defensive play over and over and over again. They must have like some ridiculous bombs in their hand. Like, it makes sense they want to go long because they have this card in play, but it's like beyond that, I feel like. All right, Surveil. We find land 4, thank God. The thing is, by doing that, they've like allowed us to like actually draw lands and kind of get back into this game. Here's a Prowler, sure, it sucks. I draw a card. And Morbid. Alright, that's bad. We draw a land. We'll go on our own. Just play our Prowler and try and trade. Thrill of Possibility, discarding a land. Okay. Sure. Fortunately, this card snowballs pretty well when you're ahead, and we're just like at like a 2-1 mana disadvantage here. Here's a Battle Song Berserker. Give a creature menace. Probably dead. If you could draw Ancient Tomb next turn and cast this Indrik and kill the 3/4, maybe, but. Alright. They're going to attack now. It's a safe attack. So. Yeah, I don't think we have the outs anymore. We draw land. Yeah, right on time. So we draw land. We're dead on board. We have a Braid and Loot, I guess. Sure. Doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter. Whatever. I mean, we're dead. We'll make him kill us. Kill us on our turn so they don't get a death trigger. We are DOB. Will they find the line? We're going to find out. They have been pretty conservative this game, so. That does not matter. All right. I mean, I feel like our losses in this draft were all pretty shitty, honestly. We just, like, didn't make land drops. And, like, our deck's got plenty of lands in it, bushwhack, et cetera, but whatever, I guess. All right, so our first bum draft of the series. I've had 6 wins in every other draft, at least. Honestly, this deck's pretty good. Like, we have enough early game stuff. Look at the view mode, right? Enough early game stuff. And we have, with 2 drops, removal spells, a lot of good blockers. Mana's really good. Good top end. We just kind of like, it just didn't really happen for us this draft, which happens. It's part of Magic, Our deck's not insane. It's fine. Maybe we could have played the Gleaning Barrier for an extra 2-drop and a little extra oomph, a little fixing or whatever, but that's not exactly very exciting. So, yeah, I don't know. Is what it is. Happens sometimes. Obviously, 3/3 is fine. Broke even. Is what it is. But, so, there you go. Episode 6 in the books. Kind of bummer, but gonna happen sometimes. So, YouTube folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.